Mr. Not So
I'm not
Nice
saying that I
Guy.
won't get married, but if I do get married, it's gonna be what I want and not what the man wants.
This dude, how much money would you like him to make a year?
Over 60 million.
Wait, you say 60 million?
Yeah, 5 to 60.
So here's the complicated question. This man, who on a good day he's making somewhere between 5 and 60 million, respect, he's 6'1", why would he pick you?
I wouldn't know why he would. I guess it's the attraction, my drive, my determination. I guess that.
All right, so here's the follow-up. If he's making that much money, why does he want your drive? Wouldn't he just want you to be a pretty housewife?
Well, baby, I'm gonna be it now. If you give me a cat
All of a sudden.
with a wedding dress now, baby. Listen.
All of a sudden, baby knows
Now
how to
listen,
change some diapers.
I don't need the diaper change,
Okay.
but if you can get, I just listen.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Hypergamy, man. It's a real thing.
What makes you
Trust
wifey
me.
material?
Do I need to explain?
Yes. Anybody can look good. You ain't lying.
I know.
Qualities do you have?
I just said it. Like, honestly, like, I think at the end of the day, what makes me wifey material is like my heart. Like, I really, at the end of the day, like, I don't care about like all this. I want you to be a good person, and at the end, like, really, what matters is like, if I break my leg, will you still be with me?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Trust me. Women are never satisfied. Never.
There is no reason for a man to behave like a gentleman with a prostitute. Where are all the gentlemen? They disappeared when the lady went extinct. Women have proudly fought tooth and nail to escape the social restrictions that define that identity over the past 60 years. The problem is that modern women want the best of both worlds. They want the social freedom of the prostitute and the respectability of the lady. One person can't be both a lady and a prostitute at the same time. And while it's always kind of easy for a lady to become a prostitute, it's very, very difficult for a prostitute to become a lady.
Mr. Not So Nice Guy. What up?
Unfortunately, that doesn't make sense to men. In fact, this is exacerbated even further by recent dating trends. The rise of soft life girls and women who say reject coffee dates and expect greater effort from men drive this point home. These women do not complain that men are expecting sex without marriage. They complain that men are being stingy with their resources. Does this sound like a lady who is upset she is being treated like a prostitute, or like a prostitute who is clamoring for a raise? Let's do some math. Dinner for two at a high-end restaurant, $200. Taxis there and back, $60. After dinner drinks, $80. That comes to around $350 out of pocket. So when women today insist that they only consent to dates where they are wined and dined, they think they are communicating that they are high-value ladies who know their worth, when in reality, they are advertising that their sexual opportunity costs $350, which is actually on the low end when it comes to escorts in most major Western cities. On some level, this makes these women both unsuccessful ladies and unsuccessful prostitutes. They're unsuccessful ladies because a lady would not transact her sexual opportunity outside of commitment, and they're unsuccessful prostitutes because, well, the successful ones charge more. And that's where we are in today's day and age. A lady is a woman with a relatively low body count, which means that she's only transacted her sexual opportunity outside of commitment a few times, who expects greater upfront resource expenditure in the courtship process. And I think it's fair to say that this is so far from the original definition of the word lady that we probably shouldn't keep using it, though the residual connotations are certainly beneficial to the women who have appropriated it. And this isn't likely to change anytime soon. Why? Because a woman who tries to put sex on the other side of commitment today is going to be priced out of the sexual marketplace, especially if she is not a young virgin. This is because she'd be making her sexual opportunities significantly more expensive relative to her intrasexual competition. And people, men and women, don't pay more than they need to for any given good. So such a woman would frankly have to be so extraordinary in so many other respects that such a strategy would be inaccessible to most women by definition. And besides, women have shown no indication that they want to go back to the way things were. The general feeling here is that women should be able to do whatever they want, whenever they want, however they want, with whomever they want, etc. The general understanding is that marriage is a convention that was based on patriarchal repression of women. They didn't get anything good out of that, being ladies. And any convention that restricts modern women's permissiveness is going to be perceived as controlling and repressive. And it's like, fair enough. I also love my freedom a lot. So I can understand why women would be loath to dispense with theirs. Nor am I arguing to go back to the way things were. They can't. The genie does not go back into the bottle.